I needed to struggle in my life to become a better person. I lost my purpose. I lost my reason to live. Not smoking again. All right.
All right. Hello, Maria. Thank you for joining us today. Do we have permission to record you and post this interview online?
Yes, you do have my permission.
All right. How old are you?
I am 28. I just turned 28 actually on April 12th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Where are you from originally? Where were you born?
I was born in England, Sheffield, England. I moved out here when I was like 6 or 7, so I lost my accent right away. But I grew up here in Summerlin, in the rich area of Vegas, per se.
So you grew up in Summerlin?
Yeah. Yeah, I moved here to Summerlin from England. I've only been downtown here in the ghetto for like the last 3 years now.
So you'll be hopefully moving out of there soon?
What, baby?
Hopefully you'll be moving out of there soon.
Yeah, I know I will. I mean, you know, like I said before, I have my bachelor's degree in mental and behavioral health. You know, I have a whole entire career plan laid out, so this is not...
Yeah, we're going to get into that.
I'm not a natural host, so this is like temporary.
Yeah, you graduated high school, obviously. You went to college?
Yes, I did.
Where'd you go?
I went to UNLV, but then I got kicked out. Way too long a story. But then I did CSN online, and I ended up finishing my degree there.
Oh, which one? I'll say another school.
Online.
Okay. So you did get a bachelor's and a master's, or just a bachelor's?
No, just my bachelor's.
Wow, and you had great grades?
Yeah. When I was actually in high school, I was salutatorian, and I had 4.7 GPA, above perfect.
Wow. Could you repeat what that was again? So if your viewers don't know what that is, you were what?
Salutatorian. Oh, so valedictorian is the first best grades in school. I had second best grades.
Wow.
But I had a 4.7 GPA. 4.0 is perfect, but I had honors and AP classes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got extra points for that.
What about, were you a popular girl? Or were you
I was a prom queen. I mean, I balanced my social life and my academic life perfectly. But I was a mean person back then. So.
You were a mean girl?
Yeah, I was. I was a cunt, and I'm not proud of it. Honestly, I might be struggling. I might be at the most lowest point of my life right now downtown, but I'm a better person. It humbled me up. It taught me humility.
When did you first dabble in the drugs?
Actually, in high school, when I was 18 years old. You'd be surprised. It was the rich kids.
And you had a good home life?
Yeah, beautiful home life. My parents were amazing. Yep. There's not one thing I could have... It makes me feel like a coward, because there's not one thing I can complain about. Or there's not one thing I can, blame.
Maybe it's in the genes, addictive?
No, like nothing like that.
What about, was there any abuse by anybody, any adults in your childhood?
I mean, when I was really young, some sexual shit with my uncle. Okay. You know, it traumatized me with a little bit of things, but not too much. But besides that, I had a beautiful life growing up.
What was the reason you experimented with drugs? Was it peer pressure or?
Not peer pressure. I mean, like I said, it's the people you wouldn't expect, like the top lawyers here in town, top judges, all their kids. That's who I hung out with. You know what I mean? And like we all were actually messing with rock sets, smoking on foil, and the DA cracked down, couldn't get this anymore, and heroin flooded Las Vegas, and everyone got addicted to heroin.
What is everyone into here? Heroin?
Yeah, I've been on heroin for the last 10 years, and now I'm also on crack. I've been addicted to crack for the last year and a half. So I've gone to rehab almost 7 times. Yeah, I know how to do the whole process. You know what I mean? I've been sober. The longest I've been sober, I think, was like 6 months. I wasn't ready, but that's the whole thing. I have the most beautiful support system. I'm blessed. Most people don't, and it makes me feel bad because all these people are ready to help me, but I'm my own worst enemy. I'm the only one standing my own way.
You still talk to your folks?
Yeah, but not as much as I should.
Okay.
You know, they don't approve. My dad's an important person here in town. My last name's important, and I've ruined it. You know what I mean? But, I just, obviously they don't approve of what I do down here, but they'd rather be involved in my life than not at all. You know what I mean? I don't really talk to them as much because I'm ashamed of my lifestyle.
Yeah. When you were a little girl, what was your dream job? What did you want to do?
I wanted to be a neurosurgeon. I am a total nerd. I really like knowledge. Like I said, I have my degree in mental and behavioral health, so I study the brain, people's behaviors, and I specialize in how addiction affects the brain. But I wanted to be a neurologist. I wanted to be a brain surgeon. but that's just like
What kind of grades
unrealistic.
did you get again? What was it? What kind of grades in high school?
I had a 4.7 GPA.
Still possible. You're only 28.
I mean, I know.
Definitely. You have a felony? Oh, I still need to ask you.
No,
Did you ever get arrested or anything?
I've been arrested several times, but by the grace of God, I've somehow talked my way out of it every time. Police like me. I'm good with my words.
You have a record. You had a 4.0.
I've never been in jail though.
You obviously have a high IQ.
No record.
You obviously have a high IQ. You're only 28. Definitely possible. You only need, what, 4 more years and then 3 years of residency?
Yeah, but you know what? Everything's relative. Meaning, like, there's different scales. So downtown, here in the ghetto, I'm like the most successful person all these people have ever seen.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm a fuck up because all my peers are lawyers already, doctors. You know what I mean? Like, they've already hit... I'm embarrassed that, you know, I've only completed halfway. So it's like, I know it's not too late, but in my eyes it is. To at least get my doctorate. It's just too much. But I still can get certified and get my my license to be an addiction counselor.
You can, even more.
Because I had experience and school book side. You know what I mean?
I can just tell you have a very high IQ.
Yeah, I do.
Are you involved with anyone right now?
No, I just broke up with my ex. He was my dealer. Go figure. We got in trouble. We got raided, and he got sent to prison, and I somehow once again talked my way out of it. And got let go.
Do you have a pimp? Or have you ever had a pimp?
Hell no.
No. You're against, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already not proud of being you know, but okay, I don't consider myself a prostitute because I'm not gonna, I won't stand on corners and flag people down. I used to do that, but no, I'm more like a call girl. Like, I've developed a rapport with my regulars.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? I try to justify it to myself as in, it's like, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Because all these other girls around here, they'd be robbing their dates.
Really?
Yeah, and
tell me an example of that. Like, what happens?
Like well, you know, you hear the horror stories and movies and shit like that, and like they set themselves up for it. You know what I mean? And they walk down the same street every day. Of course, these people are gonna come after them.
Yeah. And so they
burn all their bridges. I'm the only one who doesn't.
They get robbed in the motel room or something.
I don't know exactly how they do it, but I just know that they're scandalous and. Whatever, as soon as there's an opportunity, they go for it.
That's crazy.
And they wonder why they struggle. I struggle, but that's because my daily life is so fucking expensive. I spend almost around $300 a day.
$300 a day.
Just for my bare minimal expenses. And that's no exaggeration. No exaggeration.
That's $9,000 a month. And you have to make a certain amount every day.
Yeah, I have a quota every day for myself, yeah.
No pimp involved. That's good, at least. What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you on the streets?
Well, I have had a story. I have been robbed, but it only happened once, but it was scary. Someone came up behind me, put me in a chokehold, and it was really scary because it was like I couldn't get out of it. I did not know how to get out of that position, and I just remember it felt like it was going on forever, but it was probably only a couple minutes. I just remember thinking to myself, wow, I'm actually going out right now. Like, you know, I'm losing air supply. I'm about to go unconscious, and I did.
Was it a John, or was it?
Was
it a trick that did it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like using weird tricks, but yeah, it was a date. Yeah.
I'm getting used to this language now. Yeah.
I know. Well, yeah, it's a trick. It was a trick. Yeah. It's just, I don't like using it because it's like I'm not tricking anybody.
Yeah.
I try to be real with it, you know.
Tell me your most cherished memory as a child, as a little girl.
Oh goodness, that's too hard of a question.
Cherished.
I mean, depending on what age.
A little girl, like what did you remember miss about being a little girl? With your family time?
I mean, like, what do you mean by little girl? I mean, yeah, I've traveled throughout the whole world. I miss going.
You've had a unique life.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of great experiences.
Yeah, I mean, I've been everywhere all over Europe. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Singapore. I've been to the Caribbean islands where they film Pirates of the Caribbean. I've been to a lot of places.
So you're saying Summerlin is pretty affluent? A lot of rich kids?
Oh yeah, Summerlin's the rich area of Vegas.
It's like the Beverly Hills of Vegas?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay, interesting. I haven't interviewed anyone from Summerlin, so you're the first.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't know anything about Summerlin.
I'm so special then.
Yeah. What was your first celebrity crush?
Okay, well, celebrity crush.
You remember that?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt or Heath Ledger, but I've actually had a lot of celebrity encounters. I've
here in
just
Vegas?
in general, I've had a lot of experiences with celebrities. Like Tech Nine was my beer pong partner once.
Your beer what?
My beer pong partner at a party.
Yeah.
I partied with Waka Flocka Flame.
What's your favorite type of music?
I mean, rap. I'm kind of like that stupid white bitch, and I like to listen to,
That's the most
I
popular
like to
music.
bump to my rap. But at the same time, I like classical music. I can play violin, piano, and the drums. So
Okay.
I have a wide range of music. You know what I mean?
So do you have a place to stay? You're safe?
Oh yeah, I'm very safe.
Always a place to stay?
People hate. I don't blame them. People hate on me because I could go back to my parents' house anytime I went, and people are like, "Why don't you?" Because it's in such a nice area and this and that. But it's too much anxiety for me. It's just like a reminder every second of how much of a fuck up I am. You know what I mean? So I'd rather struggle down here in the ghetto. But I stay with my regulars, with my dates.
I get you. What would you say to a young person one young female wanting to get into this type of lifestyle? What would you recommend for them to do if they were thinking about it?
Like to convince them out of it, or just if they're gonna do it no matter what.
Prostitution. If they're gonna.
Okay.
If you're thinking about it.
Well, like I said,
Except the obvious.
I got you, but there's two ways to answer it. Like I said, either how am I? Because I'd rather convince them out of it, tell them all the cons, right?
Okay, yes.
But if they're gonna do it no matter what, then I'll tell them the realistic, right ways to do it. Like this is a scary thing. Like it's.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's easy. It's too like. The reason why I'm struggling is because I'm doing too good. But it's both extremes. It's like I make so much money, or it's just nothing. You know what I mean? Like it. So it's easy to fall in, and it's hard, and you get stuck, and like you lose the concept of the value of the dollar because of how much money you make. Like for me, my bare minimal, I will not charge anything less than $80 per day. You know what I mean? And that's just for a couple minutes. That's usually a whole day's work for somebody. I mean,
yeah, $80 a day. And how many clients do you get a day?
I mean, well, like I said, I mean, it's just however many I decide to take my calls, but. I mean, I'll usually make a couple hundred a day. Usually, like, if I wanted to, I could easily do between 400 and 600 a day.
Okay.
Easily. I don't every day, but I'm just saying, so it's like, how do you get out of that? Like, it's too easy.
Go hand in hand with drug abuse? Is there all the
I mean, yeah, most definitely. Oh, this is the thing. Like, there's a couple sex addicts I know, and it's like, I kind of envy them, to be honest. I don't judge them, because that would be so great. I would love it if I could enjoy doing what I do. I could promise I would not do this.
You could not do this
if I wasn't on drugs.
If you were sober, you would not.
No, absolutely not. I mean, because it's broken me. It's destroyed my mindset. 100%.
Got it. Where would you like to see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, well, I definitely want to be in my career by then, and hopefully just with a family and kids, because I don't have any kids yet. And I'm making sure I won't until I'm more stable in the mind. I mean, I need this to happen within the next 2 years, not 10.
2 years. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
It has to.
Let me ask you this: if going back to that previous question, if someone was involved in this type of work or homeless, where can they get help in Nevada? I mean, where could they go to get help for shelter or anything? Do you know?
I mean,
or sex abuse or
right. I mean, this is the thing. Like, there's usually so many resources, and the thing is that like people still don't exist. Like, you just have to do the research. Right now, I mean, I just have so much going on in my head right now.
Yeah.
I have a lot on my mind at the moment, so I can't just like even think of the certain places. But like Shadow Tree or fucking West Care.
I heard of Shadow Tree.
Yeah, or West Care, they have a great program for women. There's a lot of resources. This is the thing. It is most definitely doable. There's support if you look for it, whether it's by close friends or resources to get clean. But the only thing that matters is if you're ready.
That's a
and I want it so bad.
You'll get it. I have a feeling you're gonna.
Like I want to want it.
You're gonna get it. No?
I know.
With the drugs.
I'm not gonna get any prettier. I'm not gonna get any better. Exactly. And I have too much potential. This isn't.
You're at your peak.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows this isn't my calling, and I.
Well, Maria.
But it's the trials and tribulations.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Like I said, yeah, it's the trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think I needed to struggle in my life to become a better person because I grew up too privileged. You can't appreciate good without bad, right? So it's like I had too much good and I didn't know what it was like to struggle. It's helpful. It's like a reminder of self-realization. Yeah. I mean, this is like an ongoing battle I've already had mentally. Because like I said, what I study, no matter what, I'm always, I'm always thinking about things, analyzing things. You know what I mean? So I'm always aware of it. But yeah, it does help. And if it helps anyone else, then that would give me the motive. I lost my purpose. I lost my reason to live.
sure.
Besides getting up, making money, picking up, making money, picking up, the same repetitive cycle over and over.
You had a regular job before?
Well, yeah, I've always worked retail. Like I've worked H&M, Victoria's Secret.
That's why you dress so nice.
Yeah, Kate Spade, Gucci,
Great.
but only for 2 weeks. And then, like I said, and then I'm a certified behavioral technician right now. So basically, it's like a oh, what is it called? A paralegal to a lawyer. So like I would do all the bitch work for the psychologist. I'd be tracking people's behaviors and everything, but I can't talk to the patients myself until I get certified.
Well,
My
like
license.
I said, it's not too late. You can get your doctorate or your PhD or
Yeah.
your MD. Well, Maria, that is everything for today. Thank you so much for
Yeah, of
taking the
course.
time to speak with us. And hopefully we can do a follow-up in a few weeks, months maybe.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
And then real quick, if
And hopefully I'll be looking better because this is embarrassing for me. My hair looks terrible.
So you don't need any help right now. You're handling everything.
This is the thing, like, yeah, I can handle it, but like I said, I'm my own worst enemy. I imprison myself in my own head. Huh?
What's your favorite animal?
Kitty.
Really? Are you
I
an
love
animal lover?
cats. Yes, I am. Animals love me.
I can tell. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.